hi! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Lea and I really like to knit. In my last video I knitted the Campanula tee and I'm in some need of a palette cleanser. A smaller project, not a cardigan or a sweater, which would take me a few weeks. I need something I can work up in maybe a week, something easy. So it's finally time for me to knit the Summer Secret Crop by Jessie Maed Designs, which is in my Ravelry library for a few years, I think. I have this cotton bamboo yarn since last year. I wanted to use it for a different project, but that didn't work out, sadly. So I have 4 bows of this Allison and May cotton bamboo yarn, which collects dust in my yarn shell since last year. And it's finally time to use some of it up. I already did my gauge swatch and I'll be using 4mm needles for the body and 3.5mm needles for the ribbing. I'll be knitting this top in size small and with the waist shaping option, which will be nice, I think. The pattern is free, which we love. So I can talk a bit more specific about the pattern, which is also quite nice. The pattern calls for a stretchy cast on and recommends the German twisted cast on, which I've never done before, but I found a really nice tutorial, which I link in the description. And it's quite similar to the long tail cast on, which I normally use. So it was quite easy to get the hang of it after a few tries. So I casted my 120 stitches on my 3.5mm needles, and I'll now knit the top bottom up. The ribbing should be around 2.5 centimeters, which are approximately 7 rounds, but we'll see about that. And yeah, I casted this on and I'm ready to go, but before I start working on my first round, I'll go and eat some lunch because I'm really hungry. And just like that, I finished the ribbing. It took me 8 rounds instead of 7, but the pattern says approximately. I also knitted 1 round, like the pattern says, and now I switch to my larger for... Oh, I just realized these green needles are 3mm and not 3.5 as I believed. So I now switch to my 4mm needles and do the bust increases. So now I have to knit every round for 4 centimeters, then do a waist increase round and repeat that 3 times. So all in all 4 times. That should be easy peasy. This is my first time using a cotton bamboo yarn, especially bamboo. I've never done that before. I'm currently listening to the last half an hour of my audiobook, which I want to finish now. And then I have a few YouTube videos, which I'm excited to watch. So I have quite the exciting and relaxing afternoon ahead of me. This pattern is exactly what I thought it would be. It's just a quick and fun knit. I just finished my first increase round and I have already this much, and I only started a few hours ago, which is really nice. So I had to work up the body for 4 centimeters, which in my case were 12 rounds. So I made my increase round in the 13th round, and I have to repeat that 3 more times. And then I can separate the front and the body. The yarn, in my opinion, feels really nice. I like it. The ball itself is a bit more stiff, but the knitted fabric feels nice. I like the color. I think this will fit when I stretch it a bit. I'm really happy so far, and I can do a bit more knitting today. Do I have anything more to say? Oh yeah, I finished my audiobook. That's also nice. I finished 3 books since yesterday. 2 audiobooks. One of them I started in December, so it took quite a while. And my book on my Kindle. I probably won't use all 4 balls of yarn for this summer secret crop. It's really enjoyable to just work in the round. After the Campanulity, I was a bit tired of knitting, which is never happened to me before. I was just over knitting with 2.5 millimeter needles and 2 millimeter needles for the ribbing. So it's a breeze. This is the perfect palette cleanser for me to get back into knitting again, if you can say that. Yeah, and I go back to my desk now and watch some more YouTube. It's the end of day 1 knitting the Summer Secret crop by Jessie Made Designs, and I achieved this much. I am in round 31. I did 2 increase rounds and I have 2 more increase rounds to go. My next increase round is in round 39, which I do tomorrow, and I have this much left for the yarn. I just tried this on and I'm honest, it's a bit tight. I maybe should have made this in size medium instead of size small because I may have stretched my gauge swatch a bit too much. I'll try this top on again when I have all the increases done, and when it's too tight for my liking, I think I'll frog it and do size medium. But for the first day, this is quite the progress. I am excited to see how long it takes me. Probably not that long, which is exciting, which is exactly what I needed as my little palette cleanser. So I come back to you tomorrow. It is day 2 of knitting the Summer Secret crop, and I had to frog because I tried it on this morning and it was too tight. It wasn't that comfortable. So I changed 2 things. I sized up to size medium instead of size small, and I changed the needles for the ribbing. The pattern calls for a 3.5 millimeter needle for the ribbing, and I mistook my 3 millimeter needles for 3.5, so it was also a bit tighter. So now I did the ribbing on 3.5 millimeter needles, and the only 3.5 millimeter needles I have are these shorties. And this is how much I've done today. It's currently early afternoon, 2 p.m. and I achieved this much. Amazing. The ribbing is now 7 rounds instead of 8 rounds like in my first attempt. So now I can change back to my 4 millimeter needles so I can knit in Magic Loop and try the top on along the way. I'm not really sad that I had to frog. It was just 1 day's worth of progress, which isn't that big of a deal for me. I have enough time today to knit again, and I think I could potentially get back to where I finished yesterday off. So I now go and make myself a matcha latte and go back to knitting. I have some work to do. It's the 4th and final day of knitting the Summer Secret crop. Let me show you how much I've done. Yesterday I finished the front and started with the first strap, and I finished the first strap this morning. It's around 20 to 28 centimeters long. A Okay, what I actually wanted to tell you is that my straps are 30 centimeters long, fully stretched. Sorry about that. Back to the video. But I haven't cast it off yet because I want to try it on when the second strap is finished. For the second strap I have currently this much, around 8 centimeters, so I have 20 more to go, and I should definitely be able to finish this today. This is the front, this is the back, and I talk to you again once I'm done with the second strap. I just finished the straps and tried it on, and I really liked how it fit, so I sewed them down, and now I just have to weave in the few loose ends, then I can block it, and then it's done.
2,000 years later.
And just like that, we are done. All in all, the knitting process took me like 4 days. 3-4 days. That was really fast, and it fits so good. I'm really glad I redid the top in size medium instead of size small. That was the right choice. I could have knitted it a bit longer, if I'm honest, but all in all, I'm really liking this. And I could make it a second time. I have enough of this yarn left. So, all in all, I highly recommend you make this pattern. It's free, it's easy, and it's fast, and it's the perfect way to use up some of your yarn. I definitely want to make this top at least 2 more times, one in white and one in black. I already casted the white version on with white sock yarn that I have, but I have to knit it with 2 strands, so it's a bit thicker and less see-through. I'll see how I feel about it when I've knitted a bit more of it. Maybe I give you some updates in one of my future videos. So that was my cute little knitting vlog for the summer secret crop. If you enjoyed watching this video, consider liking and subscribing. I would really appreciate it, and I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye!